Hey guys, Isaac Rooks here, and I'm here to do a featured commentary for the Demon Invasion trilogy. And well, this is one particular story that had to be constantly changed due to mental health problems I was having at the time and a bunch of other stuff, and also some continuity and story details with other shows in the reviewerverse. This demon invasion idea, I've had for a really long time, but I haven't had the chance to do it because I was busy with the agency stuff and plus the invasion and plus the whole storyline with like pandemic and all that. But due to a falling out I had with most of the other reviewers, I could just explore my own story, and I could really and this is probably one of the most disconnected storylines from the rest of the reviewerverse because I really wanted to differentiate myself, and the thing is, this is kind of like a part of a ongoing thing throughout all the storylines, is that I'm going in like a more darker, more twisted, more like I'm willing to cover more darker shit compared to the other reviewers. This scene right here, where my character it's explained what the Beneather is to Isaac. I actually, as you will see later on, we had to actually retcon the idea that the Beneather was more powerful than Gablor. Not, I'm not throwing shade towards Big Jack Films at all. I want to make that very clear. But Jack did say that he didn't really like the idea of the Beneather being more powerful than Gablor because he said like it kind of ruins the idea that Gablor is the most powerful villain in the Revealverse, but it kind of but so I had to like redo it. That's the thing, I couldn't redo the initial dubbing scene because it was already uploaded and I couldn't re-edit it because at the time I lost the footage. This it This is like the first time, if not one of the first times, where my character is genuinely scared of who he's about to fight because, he thinks at this point that the Beneather is more powerful than Gablor, which of course he's not, and it will be explored in a future storyline. But this thing is like, and the thing is, this also kind of like shows more like my character's needing for cigarettes. This version of Constantine, I will admit, this is not what I wanted to do with Constantine. This is not. I originally wanted him to have a bigger role, but I just couldn't find the time to film more scenes as Constantine. And admittedly, I think it works for the best that Constantine's just a brief cameo, like just giving more details on the Beneather. And I will admit, I did kind of fumble the British voice. And the thing is, I was practicing for this particular storyline, but I couldn't nail the voice. And quite frankly, I do not think I'll bring Constantine back, mainly because I don't think I could perfect the voice. And the thing is, Constantine is one of those characters that I love, and I don't want to just play a dumbed down version of the character. If I'm going to play, that's my thing, right? If I play a character from DC or Marvel or Mario or whatever it may be, I want to be able to actually play the character. I want to actually like be able to, portray the character correctly. If I can't, then I'm not gonna do it. That's why I don't really play Iron Man, for example. Yeah, this scene right here, the one that ties into Jono Misadventures, it's kind of came about because when we filmed when me and Tim, aka Jono, filmed the Jono Misadventures episode on the glasses, it ended with my character, getting left behind. But so I kind of wanted to tie it into this episode, into this trilogy. So this is where we kind of retcon the Beneather being more powerful than Gablor thing, because as I said, Jack didn't like the idea because it fucked up his show, which I'm more willing to like, cooperate, and I'm more willing to help out with the show and stuff like that. But it does make it clear that if my character faces him, he's screwed. And thing is, I'm definitely going to like explore. And the thing is, well, the Beneather wasn't shown in this storyline. It's definitely one of those things that I'm genuinely am really curious to see how I really want to explore this character eventually. And I really do want to show who this character is and like who the Beneather really is and like what his deal is and stuff like that. And oh, this scene right here, the and I know. This is like the third time, like the fourth time that I'm bringing Chris Homer back, and don't worry. And if you saw, I'm not sure when this will be out, but if you see the future storyline, like the next storyline after this, you will see why I brought him back. And the thing is, I kind of thought I always thought Jack has Gabler and Indy Fan has Crocodile. I think he still has. I'm not too sure, but yeah, like my thing is, I wanted like my arch nemesis basically, and I kind of thought who else could I use other than like who would be a better villain for my character to face being Chris Homo, because the thing is Chris Homo as a character, it genuinely is everything my character stands against. And he like the thing is I look, the thing is, he is a little bit dumbed down in this storyline. That is because I was given advice by a couple of our one of the other reviewers that I shouldn't use the F slur or whatever. I should dumb him down. I shouldn't be as crude and ridiculous with him. Like I should like keep to the reviewer's standards. Like try not to go too dark with it, but after this trilogy, I am ignoring it. I'm no offense to the reviewer that if he's watching this video, no offense to the reviewer that advised me to do it, but I am it's my storyline. That Briggsy scene was kind of an explanation as to why he's not really around anymore, because it was just a matter of time thing. And obvious, and this scene right here is definitely one of those things that this scene kind of like shows up to the final battle, and in this Tim character, I must say, he's definitely because like the thing is, Tim's been clamoring to me about getting a badass character for a long time, so I thought, hey, let's give him a badass character and name him Tim, and that's kind of where this character came about, and there will be more to do with him in the future of the show. The thing is, I admit that this final battle was not what I wanted it to be originally. I originally wanted it to be a lot bigger, like a lot of demons and stuff like that. And I was originally going to and the thing is, at one point I was considering like trying to find taking time with it to see if I can really nail down the effects and like nail down what the final battle was going to be, but due to timing on my end and Tim's end, and basically like having to get the storyline done and over with, I had to basically kind of like dumb it down for the sake of time. And the thing is, Tim has been having a sore back had a sore knee and back for a long while now, and that's why I had to take him out of the fight immediately in this battle, because I had to because I don't want to hurt Tim, or I don't want to hurt anyone I work with, so it kind of had to come about that way. And this is kind of where we see the difference in morality between Isaac and Tim. Like, Tim wants to do everything by the book, while my character doesn't. Like, they both have... It's kind of like that Daredevil Punisher sort of thing. And I had this idea, I really wanted someone to clash with my character, and I thought it would be cool. Chris's teleportation, I forgot to mention. This is part of the Beneather, and this is part of the deal with Beneather, which will be explained later in future storylines. And yeah, so look, the thing is, and this cameo right here, this cameo. Actually, no, this. Oh wait, this ain't the scene. My bad. This is where more of the This is where Isaac finds out that Chris has taken over Logan's company, and Logan being Dungeon Board, his tech company. And this is where my character really this is part of the not really subtle, but this is part of the decline of Isaac's sanity and and the amount of anger that my character has. the amount of anger that my character has towards the world and like the way it's going in the storyline, it's genuinely one of those things that in the future of storylines, you'll see my character descending more and more into anger and hatred and stuff like that. Basically, my character will just he basically will just get more. There will be more to it. Like there is like a lot. My character's just this is like a terrible year for my character as it was for myself. This is definitely one of those things that I'm definitely looking forward to how this storyline ends, and like I'm definitely looking forward to how well not this storyline, but like I'm looking forward to see how this goes in future storylines. And this scream, I think I actually got a knock on the door, making sure I was okay, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine, and like yeah, admittedly, I'm not the best actor, in which I am honest about that. But at the same time, I do try, and I really am trying. I really want to press on my acting and like try to make my acting better. And so, while this may not be the best acting I've ever done, but this scene where my character's crying, like my character's basically showing that he's mentally breaking. It really does. The thing is, this is actually, while it may not be my best acted scene, but this is definitely one of my best scenes because it's definitely one of those things that I really pulled my heart and soul into it. And the thing is, as you'll see in the future storylines and future seasons of the show, it will show more emotional. I will try and show more emotional range. Oh, this motherfucker! This is my character's dad. Yeah, we've teased and teased and teased about my character's family and and who they are and like how it works and shit like that. This is a step into finding out who's my character's family, who's the family that ditched Isaac for so long. And the reason I had Jono in this scene was because I thought it'd be fun. I wanted something to cut to, and I thought it'd be funny if like Jono was just reacting to this. Obviously, the thing is, me and Tim did discuss this father character because originally I was going to have it be more. He was more he had like genuine noble intentions, but Tim suggested that there would be more nefarious things for him, which I think worked out very well. And I think at the end of the day, it would have been stupid if I did have him where it was like noble intentions and stuff like that, especially considering that fathers that leave their kids when they're babies and stuff like when they're really young don't tend to really actually care about their kid, and if they come back it's to use them usually. So I kind of wanted to emulate that into the storyline, and thanks to Tim for suggesting that, by the way. Yeah, so the thing is, you can actually tell that my character's like when looking back, my character's obviously skeptical of this being the case, and like obviously it turns out being right. But and the thing is, like, the way this scene turns out, this is definitely one of those things that it's definitely worked. I definitely really like this scene, and like I like the fact that it teases what the future is. I forgot to mention before, when my character's dad's like, oh, Jono, he's a prick, and when my character says he doesn't have many options for friends, I kind of envisioned that as kind of like a nudge at like the audience, like, hey, the reason Jono and Isaac keep hanging out is because they don't have anyone else besides each other, and that relationship is going to be explored in future storylines. Yeah, so obviously this scene where Jono's just like, oh, he's a handsome fella. Obviously that's a joke where, because Tim plays both my character's dad and Jono, so it's kind of like a it's a really funny joke that Tim came up with on the spot. And admittedly, I intended here it comes, the cameo of all time, Harry Mockingbird. Or Henry Mockingbird, I don't know which one it is. I'm terrible with names. Admittedly, I kind of had got annoyed with the lighting of the green screen that Mockingbird gave me. But it's not his fault, you know. Yes, he's broke. He's probably broke like me, so I'm not gonna blame him entirely. This joke, I'm obviously just I'm throwing shade at Taz. I don't care. Yeah. So this is definitely. And the thing is, they will be me and Mockingbird will definitely work together eventually in the future, and this is definitely one of those things that I'm definitely looking forward to. Now, thank you for watching. That's the commentary for the Demon Invasion trilogy. I hope you enjoy it, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, wherever this comes out, and see you guys later. Take care.